That whole time, man, during the they still haven't closed that case yet for his murder.
Yeah, they got a dude out there in Vegas sitting in jail now. The trial's supposed to start August 10th.
Do you think he will wind up being prosecuted for that?
Boy, it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. Vegas is a tricky town. It's been 30 years. But a few of the dynamics have changed. There's a few new characters in the story. And we're going to see if Las Vegas PD ignores those other characters or just focuses on the one character.
You was around and you was deep in the mix. What do you think happened?
What they say in legal terms, I think there was several people in concert. They say they was in concert. There was several people that was in concert to make that happen. I don't think it was as random as some people might want you to think.
Well, when you just think about the whole premise of it, we in Hollywood right now. Sunset Boulevard is a busy street. The Strip in Vegas is way more busy, right? There's people from all over the world there. My biggest thing was I always wondered how somebody pulled that off without getting caught, and it's all that traffic. How do you get away from that?
That's one thing, right? My thing was, this is Las Vegas, Nevada, all this money in this town, major hotels right across the street from each other, and there's no cameras.
Yeah,
there's no
footage,
traffic cameras,
available.
no camera, no foot, nothing during a Mike Tyson fight. So, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, there's a lot of funniness going on, man.
So you think it's probably bigger than what we think it is?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You know, because when you start piecing everything together, man, you know, Tupac Shakur's stepson, mama of Black Panther, all this other stuff that's going on, man. I'm pretty sure some people didn't like him, and y'all was very vocal about the shit, how y'all felt. Y'all didn't exactly suppress y'all emotions.
Nah. We from the keep it real generation.
You know, y'all didn't exactly say, you know, so I think, man, you know, even when whenever you see loss of life is bad, man, you know, and I think we've got to this point in society, man, to where we really kind of like have gotten numb to death, right? But it's a sad event. You don't have somebody around no more. You know what I mean? It's a sad occasion because you're not going to see that person again, not in this lifetime anyway. You know, you see him on the other side, but you won't see him in this life again, right?
And, you know, and it pisses me off because the type of dude Pac was, if you say, nigga, let's go fight, he would like, yeah, let's just go fight. You know, at the end of the day, it could have been just that. Nigga, you want to fight, let's get him up. I'm talking shit about you. You don't like it, let's go fight. But nah, they, you know, Pac would call them cowards. You know what I mean? Sneak attack ass niggas.
So you think that was all just like a misdirection?
Well, dude wrote a book.
Oh yeah, I saw he was on. He was going around on the podcast tour. He was
Nigga
on the
did
podcast tour.
He wrote a book. Part of nigga. Okay, is that true or not? You know, now he's saying it ain't true. So we got to figure out whether that shit is true or not. Because if it is true, things go one direction. You know what I mean? If he's lying about something, it goes in another direction.
Yeah.
You see?
Well, I'm going to tell you that one dude that they got, this is my theory. I don't know. You know, I'm not the police. But, you know, you look at all this stuff that you find out about Puffy now.
Oh, yeah.
Look at all the stuff that you find out. And it's like, you know, they was always pointing the finger at Suge. That was the big bad gangster. Puffy was doing his share of stuff, too.
Please tell it, you know.
He was doing his share of stuff, too. He had money.
Yeah.
He had money, he had motive, you know, so there's no, and then you hear about the bounty that was put out there, you know, I think it was $1 million or something like that.
Yeah, all that shit had to be investigated.
All
that shit got to be looked into.
You know, while they got him locked up, they might as well.
And we're pursuing a wrongful death suit as well. We could not have gotten here but for the arrest of Keefe D. If he hadn't got arrested, we couldn't pursue nothing. Rest in peace, Afeni had pursued a wrongful death suit. Orlando Anderson and all them, and she lost. So, there was no other place for us to go until now with new evidence and new, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, this is what happened? Okay.
So do you think, because Keefe did a lot of hanging out with Puffy. He says on record, they partied together and stuff like that, right?
They did business together.
Did business together, man. I would really like to see, man, who's ever guilty of that atrocity, man, be called to the carpet, man, and be punished for what they did. You know what I mean? It was done in the dark, always come to the light.
Dig that.
Was done in the darkness, always come to life. I think in order for us to move forward, sometimes we got to close certain doors. You know what I mean? Certain chapters got to be closed off, and I think that's one of them that definitely has to be closed off. Dad and him and Biggie had their thing. I don't know if Biggie deserved to lose his life or not, though.
Yeah, and I knew Big too. He, we were allies at one time. Life is complicated. Life is complicated, but I tell you this: Afeni Shakur helped out Miss Wallace when she was having some hard times. They appeared together at one of the award shows. Mothers, black mothers, lost both of their sons. That people should learn something from that relationship.
Oh, without a doubt.
But yeah, we gonna see, brother. We gonna see. There's trial coming. There's other things coming down the chute. We gonna see, because it's too blatant. It's so disrespectful. It's so blatant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, killer. Okay, all right. We gonna see.
He went on a whole tour talking about that, and now, that wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple. My money what it used to be.
Niggas is a trip.
I heard something, man. I do when I get to talk to people like you, I get to ask questions, right, that I had on my mind for a long time. Now, it's a rumor, man, that Pac had a photo shoot for one of his albums, right? And he didn't want to do the cover, but Tom Wiley kind of, you remember something? You remember that happening?
For a cover?
Yeah, for an album cover.
Which one?
I'll tell you right now. For Me Against the World.
Oh, what about it?
The way he was dressed on there. Pac wanted to do something different.
I'm sure he did. But Tom, the label, Interscope, was always trying to push Pac towards a general market type guy. You know what I mean? Just this pensive, introspective. I mean, Pac was all that, but the way they was trying to style him, and Pac was meeting him halfway. You know what I mean? He was meeting him halfway. Because, we doing business with him. So, I'm going to give you this one. You got to pick your battles. And, yeah, there's a couple of photo shoots that Pac wasn't the happiest with, but that's.
Did he wild out at the photo shoots?
Oh, Pac would wild out if he was unhappy. Please believe it. Yes. Yes. Anybody that know, yeah, Pac was he was his pure. His emotions was so pure. His heart on his sleeve. Everything was,
You could tell through his music, he was a guy that was very in tune with his emotions.
Yeah, he's passionate. He's a passionate dude. If he said it, he meant it. He said it, I meant that shit.
What would you say the biggest, man, coming up just from your background, man, what do you think the biggest lesson is that you learned from your dad, man?
The biggest?
Well, one of them, probably several.
He told me one of the important ones was that don't be nobody's sacrificial lamb. You important too. Don't be nobody's sacrificial lamb.